That the church, while we say that it's a hospital, it doesn't provide aftercare. So if in fact you and I, heaven forbid, we leave here, we get in a car accident, they put us in a cast for 6 months. Afterwards, we still have to go to therapy.
Yes.
And the church doesn't take you through that therapy session. They want to lay hands, pray, okay, I'm not smoking anymore. We shout over that, but we don't talk about I still got the draw, still got the hunger, the urge. How do I curb that? And that book really gives you some practical applications for that.
How important is, the aftercare?
The aftercare is so important. You'll notice, Bishop, both of our churches, we got recovering addicts. And whether you're in Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous, they always introduce themselves as a recovering addict, not a delivered one. That it says, even though I haven't done it for 6 months, 6 years, 16 years, I still got it in me. And I think that's the kind of language the church has to deal with, is that while it is I may not be practicing this issue, I still got it in me.
Now, why do you think that it's a struggle for the church to actually, say that, or to really rehearse that?
Well, I think, Bishop, one of the critical things that has happened for our generation, different than our fathers in the ministry, is stuff is so instantaneous. Our father's generation, there'd be rumors of war, but we've had to fight the internet. And so differently now, the pastors are having to become transparent about their own issues and no longer shroud behind their title and their position and say, listen, I bleed just like you all, I cried just like you all, but we still got to move forward from it. And so it's very important, and I think our people heal when they see that their pastor has gone through pain and is able to live through it.
Listen, y'all got to get the book. You got to get the book. You got to get the book. He's in New York, and he's going to be somewhere close near you soon. Those of you that's listening from Jersey, I'm telling you. But we got him here. Now, you're going to be somewhere tonight and tomorrow night? Please tell us.
It's a 2-night book revival. I'm at
y'all hear that? It's a 2-night book revival.
Absolutely. I'm at the Zoe bookstore tonight on 130 on
124th Street.
On 124th Street, and then tomorrow I'm at the Human bookstore, HUE-MAN, the Human bookstore, 6 to 8 both nights. Come on and hang out with us. Last week we sold out on Amazon.com. It's only been out a week, and on Amazon for Christian books, we're #2 Bishop only to Joel Osteen.
Wow.
So we're trying to do some incredible things, and I can't do it without New York. So New York, let's do it big.
Well, Pastor, we love you here in New York City, and there's nothing that we will not do for you.
Just buy a book for
me. We're going to buy the book. We're going to definitely buy. So listen, y'all hear me out there. Everyone who's listening right now, we need you to go and purchase the book. We need you to go get it right now. Tell a friend, tell your pastor, tell everybody in the choir rehearsal, tell every minister, tell your pastors, tell everybody. We need you to go buy Pastor Jamal Bryant's new book entitled
World War Me, How to Win a War I Lost. If you can't make it to Human tomorrow night or Zoe tonight, while you're daydreaming at work tomorrow, go to Amazon.com.
What has been some of the feedback?
One has been the shock and awe campaign, is that they're not used to a lot of pastors who get to a place of visibility such as where we are to be so honest about their struggle. The second is that I had to refute, as you know, that when you fighting that demon called the internet, that just adds layers of yeast on stuff. I mean, it's hard enough to go through a divorce, but when people just add other things to it so that you're not getting the TMZ version, but the actual account of it is like a breath of fresh air, because so many people like, Pastor, I believed in you, I prayed for you, but I didn't really know where the facts were. I didn't know what was happening, and so I'm arguing on my job and having to defend you, and so just to hear people hear me speak about the whole process and what's taking place, it really helps people take the gloves off.
Well, I think the transparency is the thing that I really appreciate the most, because again, you don't have a lot of pastors, like the generation before us. They would situations like this would be taboo. But for you to step forth and talk about the inner war, that fight that's within you, it helped so many of us.
Yes.
Give me some of the pastors' feedback.
Some of the pastors,
preachers,
have been shocked because really, Bishop, what I said really got me in trouble with a lot of our fathers, that I really believe that the whole notion of covering is a false enterprise. Because I don't need you to cover me when I'm doing well. Cover me when I'm going through. And covering doesn't mean to cover up. It also doesn't mean don't expose. But if you're going to pull the blanket off me, at least heal me. And so many people who I thought were going to have my, quote, covering and have my back, when things looked dismal, they were the first ones to put on a black suit for my funeral and say, this is it. And it really made me reassess my own call. Bishop, I talk about in the book how one of our fathers of the faith said that there would be no way that I could survive. And I went through a season of depression where I was really looking at giving up ministry. I was on a plane going to interview to become the president of a HBCU. I'll just walk away from the church altogether. And just before the plane took off, my father called, my biological father, Bishop Bryant, called me and said, where are you? I said, I'm on a plane going to Houston. He said, for what? I said, I got an interview. He's like, what TV show is in Houston? I said, no, I got an interview to become president of a university. He says, oh, you're going to be like Dr. Floyd Flake and fly back and forth. I said, no, Bishop so-and-so said I can't survive, that I won't be able to make it. He said, did Bishop so-and-so call you to preach? I said, no, sir. He said, then get off the plane. This person doesn't have the last word on your ministry, on your destiny, or even on your call. And that telephone call, Bishop, was a life-changing moment for me that I really had to reevaluate where I am and whose I am.
Well, let me say this to you. I'm glad you got off that plane.
As am I.
I'm glad you got off that plane. I tell you, I'm glad you are back doing what the Lord has called you to do. And I salute you.
Thank you, Bishop.
I tip my hat to you, and I'm telling you, God got great things in store for you.
Thank you. The best is coming.
And I want everybody to come and support this book. Please get out of your seat, wherever you are right now. Move and get in your car. Go to the bookstore and buy the book right now. Please buy it right now, wherever you are. Wherever you are, turn that car around and go to the bookstore. Where can we go?
You can. Tonight, I'm going to be at Zoe Bookstore. That's on 124th Street. And tomorrow night, I'm at Human Bookstore in Harlem. We're doing it big in the Big Apple, Empire State of Mind. Let's do it, New York. Let's take it to the New York Times bestseller list.
Let's do it. Pastor, we love you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you for coming. Anytime you're in New York, this is your home, okay?
Absolutely. I'm going to claim it.
God bless.
Thank you, sir.
This is the Hezekiah Walker Show, the new praise. I'm your host, Hezekiah Walker, bringing you the very best in gospel music. Please don't go nowhere. The best is yet to come. We got more music. Need to tell you a little bit more about the Stellar Awards and what's getting ready to happen up here on WLIB. So don't you dare don't you dare touch that dial. The best is yet to come. Be right back right after this. I'm sorry, Tony, but we had to do this. I know we 3 minutes over, but we had to do it.
Thank you so much,
You're very
Bishop.
welcome.
That's when
That
you
was
bless
great,
me.
man.